Okay guys, hello. I am here to explain the importance of knights in a kingdom, which they were quite important to regular kingdom life, really. It was doing things at their lord's command, like, going on quests and getting rewards for those quests, which I will show you a couple examples of in a bit. But to start off, knights were these elite type of fighters, kind of like SWAT team or something like that, or all those major military branches today. And they just went around and tried to serve their kingdom to the best that they could. For example, like killing this freaking dragon that just has to capture the princess. It's just really annoying, and he usually ends up toasting all the people who attack him. Because, see, he's got three heads up there. It's just really annoying, and it's kind of hard, and I really don't get why he kidnaps the princesses and all that. It just really gets on my nerves sometimes, so I had to go take care of it. And afterwards, from events like killing dragons and other stuff, they could go home to their house, which they either owned their own, or they stayed in the castle with the king to remain on guard, and they just chilled some more. And sometimes they even got rewards for their deeds of service, like fancy new weapons. So you can just chill and kill stuff with better stuff, or armor perhaps. It all depends, really. So, they also did some neat stuff, like knights often had, like families at home, and, wives to keep the house clean. And they also enjoyed other activities. And sometimes they even got down and partied. They just partied their little heinies off. Just because they're pretty awesome and that they were celebrating all the good deeds that they had done, just to get down and have a good time. On a more serious note, there was sometimes conflicts that had to be resolved. Usually with other kingdoms over territory or borders or something that's just not that cool. And it usually was not a pretty thing to see. So it wasn't really good for knights to be in it, and they didn't like being called into action. Yeah, it just didn't really go out that good. Well, I guess, well, though not all knights had an easy life, some of them actually had to do hard work, like peasant stuff, and had to help out around the kingdom during the times when they weren't at war or helping the king in any way possible. And it was really hard and quite boring, and some knights didn't like it, but they had to get over it because of their position and title. Sometimes they had, like, all the other peasants do it, and sometimes they just did it themselves. Depends. Also, knights had these big old balls they had sometimes. Sometimes they held them, sometimes they were held by other people, but it was an honor for balls to be held. It was a sign of respect. It was a sign of flaunting your wealth, saying you had money and you had friends and were popular. And it was a place to get together and gossip and all that. And everybody just had a grand old time while they were there. It was very important for the medieval society, I do believe, that ball should be held at least once a week. But that's just my opinion, and I'm not quite sure if it was that much or not. Okay, so that's about it to the end of this video. I hope you did learn something about the importance of knights in medieval times, and I really do hope that you got something out of this, because I worked really hard on this for about half an hour or an hour or however long it's been, and kind of broke a friendship or two along the way. And I'd like to give a big shout out to my friend Casey, who's standing right next to me. Say hi, Casey. And yeah, that's just about it. I hope you enjoyed. Thank you.